Hello, I'm Elliott Scheps, and I'll be doing a presentation on mobile security. For the agenda, we're going to start with the definition and an introduction to the topic. After that, we're going to go to mobile security and why it's critical. Also, the possible threats that can happen to a mobile device, how to keep your device protected, and then a summary and a question section. So for mobile security, the definition would be the process of protecting sensitive data stored on any mobile device. Um, these devices could be laptops, smartphones, tablets, or even smartwatches. With mobile devices being ingrained in society more each year, we need to be cognizant of mobile security due to having vulnerabilities in protection. And why is mobile security so critical? According to VMware, more than half of businesses' PCs are on mobile devices. This means that there are plenty of devices a company must account for and maintain security for. Whether it's a personal device or a business device, stolen information could be detrimental to the user or owner. Companies should make sure they have security measures in place for prevention and ways to take care of a security breach if it had already happened. There are multiple possible threats that could occur to any mobile device. The first one I have listed is data leakage. Data can be unintentionally leaked through these apps called riskware apps, and that can send that data to remote servers to unauthorized users, basically. Um, Unsecured Wi-Fi is another threat. So basically, on a public Wi-Fi, it's easy for your information to be hacked into, such as bank information and social media passwords. So it's definitely advisable to not use a public Wi-Fi network. Network spoofing is another common threat. People will create these like fake Wi-Fi networks, and so people will put their information such as passwords and other personal data in it, and they'll steal that data, and it's not an actual reputable network, and that's how they kind of fake the people and swindle them. Phishing attacks are another possible threat. Mobile devices are vulnerable to phishing since they're always on. People are like religiously checking their emails and can mistakenly open a malicious one. Um, and continue, there are more threats that I want to talk about. Spyware. This is a way of stalking a device through a tracker without the consent or knowledge of the device owner. Cryptography. There can be broken cryptography. A weak encryption algorithm or improper implementation of the encryption can cause vulnerabilities. It makes it easier for hackers to hack into passwords or get unauthorized access. So it's important to make sure that the encryption is strong if you have it. Um, Improper session handling. Mobile applications often use tokens for access. When these are reused and accidentally shared, people can gain access of your account. And also I want to go over the ways you can protect yourself from these threats. You should always have a lock on your phone. That might seem, too basic, but it's always a first step that you should take, whether it's just a passcode, facial ID, thumbprint ID, or any form of lock. This is a basic level of security that can keep people out of your phone if you lose it or something like that. Um, when creating passwords, you want to make sure they're secure. You want to use a mix of letters, numbers, capitals, and special characters. And also a really important thing is use two-way authentication. This just increases the security. So let's say you have your normal password, and then you have to get an email for a second temporary password that you have to put in. And this, I think it makes it about 40% more protected when you use two-way authentication. Some more ways to keep your devices protected. You should only use secure Wi-Fi connections, ones that are protected with passwords. Public Wi-Fi is unsecured and often can be a vulnerability when it comes to your personal data. So secured Wi-Fi connections are more trusted and less likely to cause these security problems. Strong encryption is definitely important. It's important to encrypt sensitive data so that it cannot be read if compromised. Most mobile devices have the capability of encrypting data, including iPhones and Androids. Antivirus software is also great for mobile devices. People usually think of antivirus softwares for computers, but you can also get them for mobile devices and phones. These are essential for protection against various threats. A VPN is also a very useful thing to use. A virtual private network encrypts your IP address to make it appear as another. This is crucial for when you're using like a public network, and this will protect people from stealing your IP. In summary, with the reliance on mobile devices in today's age, security is crucial for users. Plenty of sensitive and personal data is stored in these devices. There are numerous threats to stay protected against and that I have previously mentioned. Therefore, one should always be aware of the ways to secure their devices, whether they use something as simple as a lock on their phone or go as far to encrypt all their sensitive data. Researching this topic made me realize the importance of mobile security and its urgency for all. I have a few questions for anyone who watched my presentation. Do you believe that your mobile devices are as secure as they should be? Um, do you already have any antivirus software or a VPN installed on your mobile devices? And what are some other ways you guys think that you could protect your mobile devices that I didn't already mention? Here's my works cited. Thank you.